Good afternoon, Mr. Albarran. Mr. Albarran, how old are you? 24. And did you grow up in the Buffalo area? Yes. What part of Buffalo? Elmwood Village, Niagara Street area. Are you currently employed, sir? Yes. By whom? And what is that? Bridge Painters Painting Union. How long have you been doing that job? 2 weeks. Before that, were you employed? Yeah. Where? Yeah. What did you do there? Collision repair technician. How long were you a collision repair technician? 4 years. Is that full-time work? Part-time. I had another part-time job. What was your other part-time job? Cleaning offices. Like maintenance? Yeah. Janitorial? Yeah. How far have you gone in school? Graduated high school. What school? What year did you graduate? 2009. Did you know Brandon McDonald? Yeah, I knew him for like a week. How long? Like a week. Who did you meet him through? Met him through my friend Aaron, I believe. Back on April 17, 2006. How old were you back then? Just turned 16. And earlier, the night before, April 16, 2006. Do you recall that being Easter Sunday? I honestly don't remember. It's so long ago. On the 17th, did there come a point in time shortly after midnight where you found yourself with Brandon McDonald? Yes. Who else were you with? My friend Aaron. Darrell. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. Darrell. Do you see that mic? Could you just kind of position it so that it picks you up? Thank you. Why don't we try that again? You said Aaron, Darrell, Brandon, and I think Spaz. Something like that. Is that a nickname of another individual? Yeah, some guy I just met that day. Okay. When you guys met up that day, what were you doing? Hanging out. Where? 7th Street, Pennsylvania. Did you have a friend's house over there? Someone that I was with did. And what were you doing at that house? Hanging out. Doing what? Just sitting there. They were conversating. Were people drinking alcohol? Yes. I had a beer or two. Were people smoking marijuana there? No. Did you smoke any marijuana? No. Okay, after being at that house, where did you go? Hospital. Did you make your way over to a house at 155 Pennsylvania Street? I'm sorry, say that again. Did you go to a girl Page's house? Yeah. Before that, were you at someone else's house is my question? Yeah. Were you with all of those same friends? Yes. At that other house, what were you guys doing? Conversating, hanging out. Were you drinking at all there? Yeah. Did you smoke any marijuana there? No. How long were you at that other house? Not long. So before you got to Page's house, where was that other house that you had gone to? Somewhere up the street on 7th Street, very close by. What happened when you left that first house, I'll call it? We went to Page's. What brought you guys to Page's? How did you know to go there? When they were conversating at the other house, something popped up with her, and they wanted to go talk to her. What do you mean by hopped up? Popped up. Conversation popped up. Her name came up, and they wanted to go talk to her. When you say they, who are you referring to? People that lived in the house. Can't recall their names. Were they some of the guys you were with that night? Well, yeah, the guys I was with, but the people who lived in that house brought up the conversation. So ultimately, who made their way from the house down by 7th Street over to Page's house? People I mentioned earlier. Please say their names again. Darrell, Aaron, me, Brandon, Spaz. And were you walking or were you riding bikes? Everyone was walking. I had a bike. You had a bike? Yeah. Okay. And who was riding your bike? I rode the bike there. Okay. What happened when you got over to 155 Pennsylvania? Started talking. Did there come a time when Brandon was on your bike when you were talking? Yeah. How did that happen? Honestly, I can't remember, but he was sitting on my bike. Was it a blue bike? Yeah, mountain bike. Describe what happened when you and your friends arrived at 155 Pennsylvania Street. We were just hanging out, talking. Some guys went by and started shooting. Before that, did Paige come out? Yeah, she was conversating with us. Where was Paige? On her porch. Front porch? Yes. Where were you? I was out by the stairs. Were you sitting or standing? I was standing. On the stairs or near the stairs? Near the stairs on the opposite side of the bike. Where was Brandon? He was next to me on my bike. Sitting on the bike? Yes. Where was Aaron? I think he was on the staircase. Do you recall if he was sitting or standing? Can't recall. Do you recall where Spaz was? He was on the staircase also. Do you recall where Darrell was? Staircase also. Okay, where was Paige? On the staircase, on her porch. What was the lighting out like that night? Dark. So as you're out there talking, Brandon is sitting on the bike. You're standing on the other side of him. People are sitting on the porch. Describe what happened next. Some people came out shooting, and we all started running. I couldn't hear. Could you repeat that, sir? People came out shooting, and we started running. From where did you first notice people coming towards you shooting? Towards 7th Street. So, coming from the area of 7th Street? Looked like it. From, the backside of a house. Coming from 7th Street, towards where you were? Yeah, more towards Niagara. So you and your friends are standing closer to Niagara Street? Yeah, that's where the house is. Describe what you saw when you first heard the shooting. Took a quick glance, maybe seen a couple body figures, and that was it. I took off. I wasn't going to stand in the way. How many shots did you hear? I honestly can't tell you. Maybe 3 or 4. What did you do? Run. What did the other people do? Run. Where did you run? Over the gate. Where was there a gate? Right next to the house. Was it closed? Yes. Was it tall? Yes. Was there barbed wire on top? Yes. How did you get over that gate? Jumped it. That fast? Did you do that fast? I would guess so, yeah. What happened next? We continued running in the back. Someone opened the door in the back of the house and told us to come in, and I went in the house. Who were you running with? Darrell, Spaz, Brandon, me and Aaron. Do you know who was the first one to hop the fence? No. Who called you as you were in the backyard? Paige. Where was she? In the house. And is there a back door to the house? Yes. What was Paige saying to you? Come in. Was she yelling that? Yeah. What did you do? I went in. Did anyone else go in there with you? I believe Aaron. You and Aaron made it inside the house? Everyone else kept going. Kept running through the yard? Mm-hmm. Is that a yes? Yes. You can't say mm-hmm, okay? Sorry. Going back a moment, did you get a good look at any of the shooters? No. Why not? Because I started running and they were shooting at me. When you got into the house after Paige said come in, did you notice any injuries that you had? Yeah. What injuries did you have? I had a shot to the head and the neck. Can you point to the area of your head where you got shot? Here. Hold that for a second if you could. Your Honor, may the record reflect that the witness is pointing to the center of his forehead, near his hairline, about a ½ inch away from his hairline. Okay, next one. And up here. Your Honor, may the record reflect the witness is pointing to the left side of his upper forehead, by the hairline. And where was the third one? My neck. Okay, and hold it there for a second, please. Your Honor, may the record reflect the witness is pointing to the left side of his neck. Are any of those shots or pellets still in you? Still have a pellet in my neck. Can you point to there again? Okay. Why didn't you get that removed? The doctor said I would have bled to death on the table. Did they remove the other pellets from your head? Yeah. Where did they do that? Hospital. Do you remember which hospital? ECMC. Now going back to when you were inside the house, inside Paige's house, did you see Aaron? I believe so, yeah. Did he appear to have any injuries that you saw? Not that I knew of. Were you bleeding? Yes. What happened when you got in the house? We were wondering where everyone was. Did the other people end up coming back to the house? Yes. How much time went by before you started seeing some of your other friends coming back into the house? Probably like 20, 30 minutes. And 20, 30 minutes later, who came back into the house? Darrell. Did Spaz come back? No. Did Darrell appear to have any injuries? Yeah, he got hit in his arm. He appeared to be bleeding? Yeah. Did Brandon ever come back to the house? No. Were people wondering where he was? Yes. Did you go to the hospital like we discussed a moment ago? Yes. Were you transported there in an ambulance? Yes. If we can pull up in evidence, Government Exhibit 275A, please. Can we go to 275B? 275C? Do you see that blue house? Yes. In that photograph, 275C, is that the house where you were standing by? Yes. Can we go to BBB, please? Looking at BBB, do you see a blue bike in that photo? Yes. Is that the bike you were referring to? Yes. And when Brandon was on that bike, where was he? Where was that bike? About the same area. Okay, so in that portion of the driveway? Yes. And where were you standing in relation? Right next to the bike on the other side of the stairs. Okay. So it was Brandon on the bike, then you, then the people sitting on the stairs? It went me, the bike, and then the staircase. Okay, so you're more towards like the rear tire? Yes. In the back there. When the shots started coming, what direction were they coming from? From the right. So coming from this direction? Yes. Where did you run? Back towards the alleyway. Can we show 275CCC, please? Is this the direction you proceeded to run? Yes. Do you see this fence here? Yes. Was that closed at that time? Yes. Is that the fence you and your friends hopped over? Yes. Can we go to 275 DDD, please? Do you recognize what's depicted in that photo? No, I never made it that far. Okay. How far did you make it until you were called into the house? Prior to the edge of the house? Okay, so this is the edge of the house here. There, around that area. So you never made it around that corner by the garage? No. Do you know if the other people that did, running in front of you? I assume yes. Can we go to 275 EEE, please? Did you ever make it around that corner? No. 275 I, please. 275 PPP, please. In terms of your injuries, Mr. Albarran, what was your recovery like? Can you describe that for the jury? It was fine. How long were you in the hospital? A day. Okay, and that one pellet is still in your neck? Yes. I have nothing further of this witness, Your Honor.